is out of, grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and I came to Michigan first, and it was my first out-of-state gig. And you guys were always so amazing. You'll notice anything I ever do, I always pull through Detroit, because you're really, really great fans to me. Let me tell you something, because what I want to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you something, this is fucking crazy. This story I'm about to tell you guys is up, down, all around. So hold on to your butts. Don't worry, I won't let you down, okay? Daddy will keep you safe. So a few years ago, you guys were really cool too. Let me chat about my mom earlier. That was very sweet. You're very nice to me. Give her a little. And let's see. Go ahead. Come on. I know you've been waiting to do that the whole show. And this fuckface had to jump up and ruin my moment. Thanks, dude. Beautiful hot blonde, and right in front, he has to pull up his milky white E.T. in the river looking sickly chest. Sorry. I'm glad that fucking erection magnet thing doesn't happen because we'd all be in trouble. There's martinis over there. Alright, if I see one guy pull out his balls, I'm leaving. Okay, so check this out, please. And again, this is a roller coaster. So a few years ago, what you may not know is that after my mom passed away, my dad actually got very sick with cancer. I lost both my folks within 9 months of each other to cancer. It was an incredibly trying time for me and my family, but I will say that night after night, I found myself getting on stage because nothing made me feel better than making you guys laugh, and it put me in just the best possible mood. And if you knew my folks, then you knew that they loved comedy, and so the plus side, all right, check it out, the plus side, they got to be in these big rooms and see their son play in front of thousands of people, and they loved it. On the other side of things, where this starts to get a little bit interesting, is after they passed away, I kind of hit my highest peak of fame in my life at that point, and I didn't know that there was like the backlash and all these kind of haters and negativity that went along with reaching those heights. So one night I sat down. It was the first night that I ever decided to search my own name on the internet, because up until that point, I always kind of just hung out with my fans and my sites, but I never actually searched for myself or read anything. So I called a buddy of mine and I go, hey, this may sound crazy, but the first time in my career that I'm going to search my own name on the internet. And he paused and he goes like this. He goes, do you want me to stay on the phone with you? Like, is that necessary? And he's like, yeah. So, and then I typed my name into the search engine, and when I hit search, even Google was like, are you fucking sure? Hold on, dude. I couldn't believe it. All these sites came out. Dave Cook is shit, he sucks, and he should fucking disappear, and he's the worst comedian ever. I couldn't believe it, guys. And I sat and I read everything. I read all of it for about 3.5 hours. And by the end of 3.5, 4 hours, I was like, this Dane Cook is a douchebag. I no longer support me. I couldn't believe it. It was really kind of fucking wild to read something like that. And then, to add insult to injury, 2 days later, I'll share this with you. I sit down, I open up my email, and the very first email that comes in, I see the name. The name stood out. It's so different from any other name I got before. It was from anonymous@yahoo.com. That's the name that popped up. And when I saw anonymous@yahoo.com, my first gut reaction, I was like, great fucking name. This is the Anonymous right here. This isn't Anonymous 2258 kitty kitty lick. This is fucking Anonymous. The first person to write, I bet this is taken. I got it! Anonymous@yahoo.com. And then I look down, subject line, 3 words, says, please read this. My reaction, indeed, click. I brought with me the letter, if you'll allow me. I'd like to read this to you very quickly, Detroit. Okay, again, it gets fucking interesting. Get a helmet. To Dane Cook from anonymous@yahoo.com, please read this. Dane, both of your parents got cancer and died to get away from your shitty comedy. I read that, and my very first reaction, I was like, very unlikely. That's gotta be some bullshit, right? I couldn't believe it, you guys. I read this, and it was like getting kicked in the fucking face, right? I sat back in my chair, and I couldn't believe somebody could be that fucking evil and cruel. And I pushed myself away from the computer, and over 2 years, I would think about that from time to time, and it would really, bum me out, take the wind out of my sails. But then sometimes I would think of it, and it would motivate me to give the best shows of my fucking life. It would make me want to give more material, more time, effort, energy, hanging out with you guys. So check it out. As fate would have it, weird the way the world works. 2 years almost to the day, guess who decides to write me a little follow-up email? Anonymous. I see it, you guys. I look at my email and I see the name pop up again. Anonymous@yahoo.com. And my knee-jerk reaction, I was like, great fucking name. I can't deny it. That's awesome. But I stared at it for a minute because I just think about all the heaviness on my heart from that one anonymous email. And then I looked down before I was just going to walk away and delete it, and then I see the subject line, 3 words, please read this. So my reaction, indeed. This is the follow-up email from anonymous@yahoo.com. Please read this. Dane, I was drinking, out of work, and depressed when I wrote you that letter a couple of years ago. I am myself dealing with a father dying of a brain tumor. I respect and understand you now. Anonymous. So I wrote that a couple of times. And then I stopped and I was like, you know what? I think it's time to finally write back. Here's my reaction. Anonymous. Your father got a brain tumor because he was tired of thinking about his drunk, jobless, spineless fuckface of a son.